Well, the main event, which you've come to see, is Reese the Peace. But let me just deal with Dana shortly, and we'll deal with Marilyn at the end. So, Dana rotting jewels. I guess I need to keep it real simple for you guys. Dana is rotting jewels. Rotting jewels is a YouTube channel. She's a YouTuber. She's a YouTuber called Rotting Jewels. Her real first name is Dana. I need to be more simple, I guess, than that. Anyway, Dana has done some good work in the past. In fact, she did a pretty good job exposing Scoville and partly what Reese was up to. But then she decided to move on from the ex-Scientology people and mainly focus on other things. Although apparently she's back to Scientology. And again, I'm not going to go through the whole thing here, but she's being very, very deceptive, saying, "Oh my God, guys, what, Dana, guys, Mr. Manson and Scientology, all these weird connections, ex-Scientology people, they've been lying to you. They've been covering things up." Okay, got it, got it. Well, it's nice to see that Dana is getting back into ex-Scientology. And that would be legit, except the way she's framing it is a total lie. So she's going through these documents and does not note other people went through those documents before her. And Dana's making a big thing now. Guys, if you use my research, I need credit. I'm Dana. I'm Rotting Jewels. I'm special. Right. But she's literally just acting as if, guys, I made the most incredible discovery of all times. Yes, but other people worked on this. Maybe you want to acknowledge them? No, I'm Dana. I'm special. Right, right. So I've made a little fun of Dana that she likes to dress up in a pretty outfit with her sexy glasses, and that's sending people into incredible rages that I even mentioned that she is sexually attractive. Guys, in her own posts, she does selfies. Now, I'm more interested in the substance and how there's a contradiction. She's putting all these tattoos, frankly wearing satanic clothing, and likes to talk about being a Bible woman. Oh, Jesus, and I'm slaying demons. I'm slaying demons with Jesus. I don't know. It just seems a bit of a fraud. But I will give her this, that for the most part, Dana does not concentrate on her body. That's true. She does try to concentrate on the research sometimes, although her research is more and more getting flimsy, in my humble opinion. But now let's get to the thing you've really come here for, which is Reese's continuing deconstruction of herself. So a lot is happening. One is her channel keeps declining. Now, she was at a little over 21,000 subs last year. And I remember this very clearly. She did a video where she's like, "Guys, you're free to go. You're free to go. You don't need to stay. You think all these 20,000 people are going to leave?" So she was literally daring people to not subscribe to her, which apparently some people took her up on the challenge, and now she's getting really angry and emotional. So now her channel is at a little over 19,000. So she's lost well over 1,500 subscribers. Now, why, you may ask? Well, it's a lot of reasons. A lot of it can be attributed to Scoville. She's had a relationship with Tommy Scoville, not his real name, who is guilty of some pretty horrific acts, and as far as we can see, is not attempting to redeem himself at all, because, you see, he was caught at a young age committing an incredibly violent, ugly crime, and then after that, for decade after decade, committed more crimes. Some non-violent, but just always a criminal. Every single decade. A crime, a crime, a crime, a crime. And Reese and Scoville were getting very moralistic about the Jesters, this social group, and creating all these weird, bizarro fantasies of them being as bad as Scientology. Like, Scientology is a 4 billion, billion with a B, cult. Again, it's YouTube, I have to say allegedly guilty of mass murder. So they're comparing the cult, the fascist cult, that possibly, right, YouTube again, allegedly committed mass murder, right? It has mysterious disappearances of some members, right? Slave labor, okay? Get that all in mind. The slave labor $4 billion cult is the same as a social group by some men who just like gambling and having sex with women. They're the same thing, guys. In fact, the Jesters are way more dangerous. So there was a recent tape on the Knife Hoarder channel. Oh, and by the way, let me explain that, because you'd be a little confused. Why is Knife Hoarder 2, 3, 4, 5? Because you see, Reese destroyed the channel. You see, Reese keeps trying to censor and destroy channels that reveal the truth about her and Scoville. So she does what a mature person does, and instead of answering the criticism, she starts getting into all these channels. Oh, God, God, don't you think it's weird, guys? All these men talking about me and my body? Don't you think that's weird, guys? Don't you think that's weird? Don't you think that's weird, guys? But you actually go to her channel and her videos. I just heard her. She literally said this. Again, I'm going to go, this is a near paraphrase. She's saying, guys, for me, the sex and the love just go together. Sex is a very deep act of love for me. I have to look into the eyes. Guys, it's very deep for me. So Reese on her channel just constantly complains about, guys, I need more food in my mouth. Guys, I feel so cold. I'm living in the South, but I'm so cold. I'm so cold. I can barely make it. Oh, God, I need more food in the mouth. I need more dresses. Guys, I'm going to show off my dresses. And she did a whole video of her dressing up. Here's another dress. Here's another dress. This is a woman who talks about her body all the time. It is like an obsessive subject. Guys, I was just looking at my body and I'm like, I still think I'm hot. But I go around and these men are not, giving me their number. It's weird, guys. I'm just really attractive. But the men are not giving me the numbers. Is there something wrong here? So this is a woman who talks about her eating habits, her sexual habits, and her body being cold. Even though she has tons of money. She can pay for a heater with a snap of the fingers. So what's she talking about? I don't know. And she just gets into all these tantrums. Oh, guys! Oh, God! Oh, today I just felt... Oh, my God. I got stung by a bug. Oh, God. I almost died, but I saved a squirrel. No, I'm not joking. She says that's what happened. She was saving some kind of small animal, and she almost died. Because, guys, that's what I do. I save children. I save little animals. That's who I am. I can't help it. I'm a superhero. Right. So let's get to the juicy stuff. So the tape is showing, which we kind of knew, she's a lying grifter, but it's how blatantly she is. Like for months and months saying, guys, you need to listen to the gestures. I know you're thinking, it's the guys and they're with prostitutes. Okay. No, guys, it's a dangerous cult. A dangerous cult. I'm exposing this dangerous cult. A Masonic cult, by the way. A Masonic cult that my husband, Jeff, was in. We must stop the gestures. Need to do it now. We need to do it now. And she was just doing this weird Black Widow. I am not joking. Dressing up in these costumes to, quote, track them down. Now, if you think the gestures are all kinds of horrible, sexist, misogynist, whatever, they are not a threat to the planet. They're not a threat to America. It's just guys who drink and have sex with hookers. I mean, if you think that's the worst thing in the world, fine. But you can't even be outraged about that because she blatantly had to admit, because she was caught red-handed, she was cheating, right, while she was technically married with Scoville. She straight out admitted, even though she thinks, oh my God, cheating, guys, it triggers me. Guys, I don't know about you, but cheating, no. Cheating is no good. Now, I cheated, but here's the thing. I'm Reese. Special. I'm very, very special. Right, so she's upset at Jeff for leaving her and, wanting sanity and getting away from her craziness. Again, I'm not making Jeff into a pure angel. I'm just saying, okay, he left you because you were really toxic, and he wants revenge. And she wants us to help her, and she's going to make tons of money. Well, here's the thing. No. So at this point, she's got a little over 19,000. I've done videos on this tracking Nora and Scoville. They've lost a lot more. So to be fair, her decline is more soft because people are still willing to believe her. I'm just an innocent victim, guys. Oh my God, Scoville, Jeff. Oh, the sexism. Oh God. Oh God. I went to Cabby's and this guy spoke. I was yelling. Oh God. That's weird, guys. Don't you think it's weird when a woman yells at someone, a guy is going to respond? That is just so weird. And made this whole big fantasy. She was alone and cornered. Who is going to help Reese? Who's going to help Reese? There was a woman who works at the restaurant nearby, and she's like, no, you're fine. You're fine. You were getting loud. He was getting loud. It's no big deal. She turned it into this cosmic crisis. So yeah, don't believe Reese. There's some other people you don't want to believe, like Marilyn. So what's Marilyn's beef? Well, her thing is so many hypocrisies and contradictions. So her big thing is that in the long con video where Reese she did expose Scoville as a liar and a grifter because, again, she thought. It's not even clear it's true, by the way. I'm not defending Scoville. I'm just saying it's not even clear it's true. She thought he was cheating on her, and that sent her into a tantrum of rage. So Marilyn is doing some good things exposing the lying of Reese, but her reasons are kind of stupid. So she's like, guys, Reese called me a liar and a grifter. Which you are, Marilyn. You are a liar and grifter. Guys, she called me all kinds of foul language and bad names. You do that too, Marilyn. Guys, She put out the long con video and didn't apologize to me. Don't you think that's weird? She put out the video calling me a liar. But it's true, Marilyn, you are a liar. So she played portions of the Reese tape. And she's like, oh God, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. They keep talking about sex and money. Don't you think that's disgusting, guys? Okay, well, you don't have to hear it if you're that like, oh God, it's too much. You can turn off the tape. Nobody's forcing you to do anything. So see, Marilyn is a fake phony who's pretending to be outraged. But all that Reese did for the last 2 years, she was aware of it. She was aware of all of it. She didn't care. She was aware Scoville was a criminal. She was aware that Reese was grifting and lying and victimizing her subscribers. She didn't care. She didn't care. But when Reese insulted Marilyn, you insulted me. It's just the same thing over and over with these women. It'd be gender, is they get a little angry with a past relationship. Okay, fine, that's human. And just create these bizarro big conspiracies. Again, there's enough to complain about with Scoville and the Jesters or whoever, the Process Church or Zero Dark Thirty. It's legitimate to bring these people to account. But you're creating these bizarro cosmic conspiracies that don't exist. And Dana especially, for months and months, she was like, guys, my name is out there. Don't you think that's insane? But now she blatantly puts her name on things. She's not even hiding her last name anymore. So it's like, well, I thought for months and months you were in danger. It's just the same old trick. Guys, Reese and Scoville may take revenge. I, Marilyn, am in danger now. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. It's like, calm down. Nobody cares about you, Marilyn. You're sick, ugly, fat, and stupid. You're just jealous that Reese is more popular, makes more money, and frankly is more beautiful. Those aren't crimes. The crime is her grifting, but you're no different. You're the same kind of grifter. You're just less successful. That is the only difference between all these various women on YouTube. One is less successful than the other is less successful than the other, but really it's all just a fraud. I mean, Process Church is bad, no doubt about that. It seems clear the Jesters are doing some bad things too, but really, let's calm down. Things are bad enough. You don't need to exaggerate, make yourself into a phony victim. Marilyn, you're not a victim. You knew full well who Reese was. You were helping her. You were helping her. All you do is insult, gaslight, and unfairly attack people, and just try to censor people for revealing about Reese. She got upset months ago. Guys, it's weird. These men are attacking Reese. And she's like, guys, we need to expose Reese. So, yeah, just lying and grifting all around. But I'll give Dana this. At least she puts in some brain power. These other two are so lazy. They don't do any thinking at all. Reese just makes up her weirdo fantasies. And now Marilyn's like, oh, God, she's talking about dresses and sex again. Okay, you can talk about sex and dresses too, except probably most people like, really, Marilyn? Marilyn? Really? Yeah, Marilyn, if you want to be more pretty or whatever, lose weight, work on your body, and there you go, and work on your attitude. But being Joseph Reese is not a good enough reason to expose her. We can expose her for good, legitimate reasons. Maybe learn what those are. Maybe.